everybody. My name is Kerrie, and I do not have some fancy intro planned. Maybe I'll start one in the next video or something, but just so you know who I am, this is my first YouTube video. I am recently turned 40. I'm single. I do have 2 dogs, although a third lives with me. Lady. And I work in North Carolina, but I live in Georgia, and I work remotely, obviously. I do get paid monthly. I do feel like that's a little bit different than a lot of other people that you find on these videos. They get paid weekly or bi-weekly or something like that, but I just get paid one time a month. I do have additional forms of income that I'm trying to get set up. I do photography on the side and those sorts of things, but I don't really make a ton of money at any of my side things right now, so I am working on that in this year. I travel a lot. I live in Georgia, but I work in North Carolina. Big Carolina basketball fan. And so I also go to those games a lot. So I guess that's about me. Let me tell you a little bit about my binders. I do use mine. I have a lot of like sinking funds, but I do use them differently than a lot of people do. Right now, my binders are incredibly empty because I'm getting ready to stuff for February this coming week. But I get paid in December before we close for the new year. So I go like 6 weeks in January without a paycheck. So January is always very like empty at the end of the month. So we'll start with this one because this was the one that I use the most. So groceries, as you can see, it's empty. Gas, as you can see, it's empty. Eating out, also empty. Personal, empty. Coffee, empty. So these are the ones that I will also keep in my wallet, which I will have to go grab because I did not bring it over here. So I will stuff these in my wallet weekly. This is one of the ways that I have always managed being paid monthly. You only get the money once a month, so you can't overspend. So I always take out my money ahead of time, and then just kind of spread it out, like give myself a weekly budget. Hey, look, there's one with money in it. Medical doesn't have much money in it. Medical is for I go to the chiropractor or I go to the doctor's office or that sort of thing, but I also do other things. I, a lot of the time, end up spending my skincare money out of this, and I will get these sinus facials also from a lady that I do photography with, and that just allows me to use this money that I've set aside. Usually I have a lot more in here, but I did get sick in November and had to go to the doctor, and it's just been one thing after another. So there's not a ton in here right now. Miscellaneous, I just give myself a few extra dollars every month just in case I need to spend it on something that I didn't think of or I overspend on something. Holidays, this I do for all people's like birthdays and Christmas and everything. I just kind of put money in there, and I don't have a lot of presents to buy throughout the year, but this just kind of covers pretty much anything that I could want to do. Car is empty because in December I did have to buy a new car. So I emptied this to help with my down payment. So I'm starting over again. Hair is empty. It's actually in the negative. I'm paying myself back for this for my last haircut. So I will be working on that in the coming months. Sam's is not technically, my parents have a Sam's membership, so I use their card and go with them or whatever. But I just stuff this with $5 every month to have something going towards it, but I would like to up that eventually. It's just something that I kind of put in here, and then I sometimes use it on Sam's and I sometimes use it not on Sam's, but obviously it's empty right now. Household, I do need to print this on my Cricut. I haven't done that yet. So this is a new one that I'm adding to cover toiletries and that sort of a thing. Household cleaning supplies or whatever I might need. Dog food. I spend a lot on dog food. I have 2 dogs and they have to have special food. Well, one of them does. So there's that. And so I give myself a budget every month for dog food. So this covers dog food, dog treats. It also does sometimes cover toys. Like I use this for toys for Christmas also and stuff like that. So that's what comes out of here. I also do put all my trackers at the back. I just use this paper. So that's binder number 1. Let me go grab my wallet really fast so I can show you it. So this is a new wallet that I just bought. I really want one from the Aesthetic Dollar, but she's not selling them right now. There's a restock coming, but they are much more expensive than this. So I just bought a cheap one to kind of get me by. I do have my receipts in the back, and I did take some cash out of one of my envelopes that I need to put back. And then in here, I have a groceries envelope. I do have some gas money in here, although I have technically already spent this. Coffee, eating out, personal, money to return to the bank, and money to put on my credit card, which goes to the bank, but specifically for my credit card. So I did make these little, add these little sheets in back here for this. I don't love these little things, so this will not be a long-term solution, but it will get me by until I can buy the wallet that I really want. So we'll just leave that over there. There we go. And then my pink. Okay, so my pink binder is kind of my longer term savings, even though I do spend out of these quite a lot, because a lot of them are related to travel, and I do travel quite a lot. So the first one is kindness. This used to be called like donations. I do tithe at my church every month, and that automatically comes out. But this is just like when I want to do something extra for someone or something like that. That's what this is for, but it's empty because I tipped somebody. Savings. I also took this money to tip somebody. They moved my fridge for me when they didn't have to, so you know. I did create this one a Star Notes savings. So this is just I found this one Star Note. I had heard about this on Black and Blue channel, I think, with the Star Notes. I had not realized that this was a thing before. And then one of these $2 bills was given to me as from the guy I bought my new car from. It was left in my gas tank little thing where you refill. And so I decided to save it. And then my dad just happened to have these. So I got these ones also. These are just kind of extra. So that's why they're called Star Notes Plus, is because they're not just Star Notes. But who knows what I'll do with this, but we shall see. Daycare. My dogs do go to daycare. They used to go to daycare a lot more, but one of my dogs has become really anxious and does not like to ride in the car anymore. So this is when I want to rebuy a pass. I have a pass right now, so I don't really need anything right this minute, but this is for if I ever want to do that. Vet bills. This covers any of the vet bills that they have. I try to cover for their annual vet visits, and then and so I split that up. The cost from last year, I split up and spread it out over 12 months, and that is how much I have here. Boarding. This is to cover boarding expenses when I am traveling. This is for travel as well as for transportation. This I would use to buy an airplane ticket, or I spend it on gas if I'm traveling to North Carolina and driving, those sorts of things. That's what this is used for. Hotel. It's for a hotel. Right now, the next trip I have planned that needs a hotel is in April. We're going to DC. My friend is a writer, and we're going to a Polycon. So I will be using this for that. Travel food. This is pretty self-explanatory, to cover food while I'm traveling. Although I'm not the best budgeter at some of this stuff. I need to get better on that. Activities. This is a travel one. It's for activities while I'm traveling. And then this is just kind of a buffer for, so this is home. So this is things that make a home, a house, a home. So I do have some things I need to buy. Like I need to buy new sheets for my bed. They're very expensive because I have one that's split top, king size split top. So there's that. So that is my pink one. I do have a couple more that I'm considering adding. I just haven't done it yet. And then my last binder is a savings binder. And it's got the 100 envelope challenge in it. So I've already started to do this one for January. I did put back some money, a 45, and I filled in a 99 and 100. So this money is actually going to, I have some money in savings, but I have a goal of like 6,000 that I would like to get. And this is supposed to get you 5,050. So this will get me, if I round up and everything, like I plan on, plus some extra, like the other savings, like the $1 savings, should get me to the 6,000 that I want to save like right now on top of what I already have in savings. But, and then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do the 100 envelope challenge again, if I really enjoy it, and put that money towards paying off my car, like one big lump sum of paying down on my car. I also have this little save today, spend tomorrow, happy planner thing, and it does have some money in it. I used some of this money to use the light, to buy the light stand that I'm using right now. So I'm not sure what this is going to go towards. It might go towards that envelope, that wallet that I want from the Aesthetic Dollar, but I don't have any plans right now for that. And oh, the savings one and the pink one is going to be for the dollar challenge. So yeah, that is all of my binders. I do use a spreadsheet to manage my like sinking funds and my budget every month. When I'm going places, I want to estimate how much I'm going to spend. So I'll put it onto my sinking funds. So I have the cells so that they'll turn red if it's less than, if it goes into the negative, so that I can see that I'm overspending and I need to adjust things in my, what I'm donating every month, since I am only doing monthly right now. Monthly contributions, I have to pay attention to what's coming up because I will have to change. I'm not getting a bunch of money on the side right now. So, well, that's all that I have today. I am planning a video that is for my February stuffing. It will get me started on February. I'm very excited to have February come along because the end of January, well, January feels very long in general, but the end of January specifically is very hard money-wise. I am always like, all right, let's get to February. So that's it. Thanks for joining. If you're interested in anything that you have heard, subscribe or like or leave a comment. I would love to hear from you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.